Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Bale. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pull it. Now it's Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, and Beckham!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. That's beautifully weighted. Conte. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That's Beckham. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And it's Lahm. Lahm drives forward on the overlap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Big chance! No mistake! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Good read, needed to be. And now they can spring out of defence. Pullet, he is onto this. Always onto this. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Gerrard. He is through here. And it's made its way to him, and he's had it nicked away. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Hazard. And he was quick to react. Nice looking ball. And that was nowhere near his best. Beckham. And he's only too happy to take that back. Plays a sharp little ball here. This looks promising. He has found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hullet. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's come to nothing. Now it's Drogba. Beckham. Now it's Cruyff. Great ball. Van Nistelrooy! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bale. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Picked out brilliant. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Can he get on the end of this? Conte.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Knocks it into space. Played into space out wide. Cannavaro did well to stay calm there. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance here to counter. Tries to play it through. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Look at this real chance! That's going to go a long way. Beckham. Oh, that was vital. Manchester United have their second corner now. Oh, well played, well played. Drogba. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Pirlo. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hullet receives it in a good position here. Conte. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. He's found a way through. He's on it, can he get away?
Drogba really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Beckham, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pirlo, who does have an assist to his name. Back into the middle. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Conte. Now it's Hazard. Drogba under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Hullet. Number 11, Bale. Number
Beckham.
22,
Son Heung-min. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 72 minutes.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead. Cannavaro.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Cannavaro. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Beckham picks it up out wide. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi. Dumfries. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Nesta cuts out the pass. Beckham. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Passing nice and neat. Serginho's cross, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that is a little undercooked. And he shoots! Deftly away. Lahm. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, super fine. And this is Hazard. Nesta. Beckham. Now he's got space here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Drogba. And he's on his way! Pedri. Not the most accurate pass. Pirlo. Neymar. And this is Drogba. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Fires it in. Drogba!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's come loose. Can he get it through? Pullet plays it in. And that should get the job done.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, what a... Takes a shot! Goal! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Beckham is in a really good position out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar. And the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Neymar clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And this is Drogba. Great chance! Well, there's the clearance. Goretzka. Messi. Ooh, a delicate chip through. He's had it taken off him. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Maldini. That's a throw. Thinks about the shot, and the flag has stayed down. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Beckham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pass somewhat off target.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Beckham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Neymar. Pirlo. Mateus. Now it's Drogba. He could be in here. And this is Neymar. He is through here. Pedri. Messi. Neymar.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And this is Drogba. Pedri. And claimed it back swiftly. Cannavaro. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That has been cut short. And this is Drogba. That's a shade optimistic. Balde. Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Foot in. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Neymar. That's a lovely pass. Shapes to shoot! Still just the single goal between the sides. And he cuts out the supply. Played back in. Looking for the run. Now it's Drogba. Stood up well to him there. Pedri. Some resolute defending there. Gerrard. Mateus. Now it's Gerrard. Played through into space. Mateus providing an real chance! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Beckham. That pass isn't the best. Gerrard. Now it's Hullet. Drogba. Neuer claims it, and the danger passes.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And he's surging through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard. Great vision. That is ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that's well seen too. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Goretzka. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's got space here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's picked decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Drogba. Goretzka. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Koundé. Now it's Pedri. Tries to pass it through. And this is Messi. No, he's not getting past him there. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Gerrard. And he's had it nicked away. It's a searching pass.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Beckham. Beckham. Oh, it's played into the area. Haaland. Van Dijk. Now, can they get him away? Pirlo cuts it out. Now it's Beckham. And this is Hullet. Beckham. Fired deep towards the back post. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación un resumen con las jugadas más destacadas de la primera parte.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Osimhen is onto this, and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. It's Drogba! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Played into space, and he was quick to react.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Baggio. Doku. He's found a way. Decent chance! Danger averted for now. It is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bale, he's shifting through the gears here. Keeper's dealt with that. Drogba, and a chance! He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy. There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Doku. Looking to go deep. And it's Gerrard. Searching pass he's played there. That is good alertness. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have a breakthrough. Bullet! No, he's missed it.
Bullet probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. Bale, not the most accurate pass. Now it's Osimhen. And it's Beckham. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he welcomes it in. And this is Bale. Very nicely done. Played in deep. He's got tall. Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rodri. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And that's a good ball. Pirlo. That has been cut short. Rodri. Knocks it into space. Nice-looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Hullet. Bale. Now it's Hullet. Nkapie kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's picked his way through. Fling climbs up big. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Maldini. Bale. Over to the other side. And it's Lam. Tries to play it through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more. It's a good run down the right. Bellingham. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. Pirlo. Beckham looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, they've got it again. Over to the left. Now it's Doku. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And this is Roberto Baggio.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied.
Just the keeper to beat! And the shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And now he has 2. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, a delicate chip through. Beckham receives it in a wide position. Rodri. And it's Hullet. He's shifted it to the flank. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. Beckham picks it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Beckham with it's a mighty effort. It's in. And he is just ripping it up. Certain, searing and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it. And he gave the keeper little opportunity.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Pirlo gets a foot in here. Great vision. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham with the short one. Now it's Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Cannavaro with the clearance. He shifted it to the flank. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pull it. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Diaz. No goals as yet. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Gerrard. Cannavaro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's a good ball. Could be danger here. Goes for a shot! Van Dijk. Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Beraldo. Beraldo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Beckham tries to play it through. Now, can they get him away? Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Aimed beyond the defence. Beckham with the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Gerrard. Looking for the run. He's in space and looking for options. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Fired deep towards the back post. Milan are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. And it's Bale. Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gerrard. In with the challenge. Rodri. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, they've probed away steadily and would appear to have found a weak link down their right-hand side.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it...
Oh, great header! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Such a good gamble to take, and one that paid off very handsomely. Good job he trusted his instincts.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And here's Bale, and this is Drogba. Bale, oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Chance to deliver. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 3 coming up. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? So their fourth corner of the game. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Messi, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cannavaro. So the team's separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Messi. The ball has bounced loose now. Lahm has created one goal already. Beckham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Hullet. Cannavaro. Rodri. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Out to the right. Threads one in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Beraldo. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Engages and forces him off the ball. But that has not gone well. Knocks it into space. And they're quick to get it back. And this is Drogba.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Crosses it in.
Milan appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
Mbappe chooses to go crossfield. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's put paid to a promising move. Bale applies the finish! And the lead stays intact, just.
Bale is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
And it's Gerrard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Bale. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. I think we're just about done here. Now it's Bale. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Drogba. And he welcomes it in. Drogba. Drogba's cross. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Hullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Showing great feet there.
Maldini did well to emerge with...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He can get that clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Beckham looking to go deep. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Hakimi. And it's Hakimi. And it's Azar. In with the challenge. Beckham. Gullit hurtling down that right flank. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Torres. Neymar. And that is out of play. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Kante. Looking for the run. Messi in acres of space out wide. Gullit.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. He rises! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Gerrard gathers from the goal kick. And he's lost his man here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Trabzonspor clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball.
It's Drogba! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Hazard is herring after that one. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely spread. Back into the middle. Nesta gets rid without sophistication. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cross to the back post. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Torres. Conte knocks it out wide. Out for a throw.
That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a sharp pass. And that's been won straight back. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now, that looks a decent ball. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. That's the throw. Gerrard. Swung over. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's nicely done. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's intervened well there. And it's Vitinha.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And he's picked out the run.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Eder Militao knocks it into space. Conte. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So neither side has yet broken through. He's found a way through. Shot could be on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Hakimi. Rodri. Now it's Torres. He won't be happy with that one. Maldini. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Messi is onto it in a flash. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Trabzonspor clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. And this is Torres. Aimed beyond the defence. That's been cut out, well played. Pinches it off him. Ambitious ball here. Messi. He's found a way past. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He's got away. Brilliantly cut out. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Now it's Messi. And it's made its way to him. Pass somewhat off target. Fernando Torres is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Spread it left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini picks it up out wide. And Dijk can get it clear. Out to the right. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Gerrard. Coming on the field. Number
Conte.
11, Bale. Number 14.
Messi.
Aston.
Eder Militao could try cutting inside here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Vitinha, across it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bale. Van Dijk is the guilty party there.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Messi. Eder Militao. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Williams' cross.
Trabzonspor truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Bale. Conte. Looking to play him in. Goes looking wide.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Tries to play it through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Great vision. Messi looking to run onto it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Now he's off and running. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Torres. Now it's Kante. Played out to the left flank. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Messi.
There will be 1 minute
has not
added
gone well.
time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.